So if you could start off with your name, your major, and your favorite flavor of ice cream.
So my name is Cameron, and I'm an environmental engineering major. And my favorite flavor of ice cream is salted caramel crackers.
Nice. Okay. So this looks really crazy.
Yeah.
Walk me through what.
Okay.
What is this? What is this device supposed to do?
Yeah. So I got to walk myself through it a little bit, but I kind of started off just with I guess kind of the touch screen / click wheel interface of Apple products, I guess, and because that was kind of where I started listening to music, and I just felt like it was very intuitive in terms of being able to flip between songs, and I also liked the sort of reinvention of album artwork for a digital medium. So in terms of where I'm coming from with this, I was thinking in terms of I guess like these buttons, these different colored buttons, are supposed to be, I guess, like either genres or sorted by artist. So the idea is that all of these little circles kind of represent CDs, I guess, which is kind of the crux of the project. And the idea is that they were kind of spatially, like I'm not sure if they're physical CDs or otherwise, but the idea is that they're kind of clumped together either by genre or artist or however else you would sort your music. Relevant things are sorted together, and then the idea is that it's kind of, you can kind of move it around, kind of like a DJ, like a disc jockey, like just kind of being able to slide around the discs and kind of be able to do your own thing. Maybe they would have to be smaller CDs than we're used to, but the idea is that you can kind of move around different CDs within their groups and cycle through them, and then there's kind of like a central play area where you kind of drag in what you want to hear at the moment, and then within that you can rotate within the CD for like skipping between tracks, etc. And then in terms of like a shuffle experience, I guess that would just kind of come from your own just mismatch or just moving your fingers around and getting dirty. I liked so album artwork is another big thing for me. So I just kind of thought that could kind of come in as another kind of thematic piece. I was hoping for a little more variety than just more pictures of Amy Winehouse, but the idea is that you have like lyrics and album info, you have song titles, you have images of an artist. And I was also trying to think of like how, because like with singles in music, like how I don't know if there's so much of an album culture now, but there's more of just like picking up different singles from different albums. If there could be a way to differentiate songs within a CD or something, or if you could create your own, like if a playlist was a CD in itself,
album, and you could have like a different,
and then you would have artwork then embedded in in that playlist CD space that you have in order to differentiate between the tracks and stuff. So the idea is that it's flexible and movable. And then you can kind of just like kind of clump things together on your own and then throw them in an area, and then you have like a playlist. A playlist would be created just by like grouping things together, and then you kind of pull it up into here and you get this expanded view, and then individual songs you can kind of trade out for whatever.
So is this is this whole thing like a touch screen and you're seeing all the albums like virtually and you're dragging them around, or is it more of like a physical, like you actually are moving the physical CDs around, or how does that?
Well, originally I thought of the idea of like moving physical CDs, but if that was the case, then I feel like you would need like a good degree of depth to be able to fit them physically on a space. But now that I'm looking at it too, and I don't know like what physical constraints there are with CDs or how far we can take it, but it's looking to me now like an Apple Watch interface where basically you zoom in and out, and then you have these bubbles that kind of come in and out, and you're able to move them around and sort through them and tap away. So if it was a physical thing, like I guess it would have to be like a large base where you have like a lot of CDs around and you can kind of like spin them in an area. But again, it's like how do they move around? If there could be maybe like a touch screen surface, let's say, and that surface is able to read a CD as it's just sliding across it. So if you have, like a touchscreen, but instead of looking for like fingerprint touches, it's looking for a CD
the actual
on
CD.
top. So then I don't know if you can, and then maybe like there could be a magnet in the CD, and then you could say like over here I want my alternative music, and then everything that's alternative has a specific signature. They would group it together there.
Can you can you change those signatures yourself, or can you customize those, or does the CD like come with these signatures?
Maybe I think that's an interesting that would be interesting because like to what extent is music defined and what would you do with music that you create, let's say. Maybe for the sort of popular edition, it could be just like like it's just sorted by like different genres, because I think people operate in genres a lot. But if you wanted to go into it, I guess you could kind of do your own little program and maybe do away with signatures entirely, but then have a way to group things together that you like or you find something unique about them, and then maybe apply a signature there. Maybe another one. But yeah, the idea. But I think the idea of like having things moving around and being able to pull something in. I like that touchscreen. The touchscreen that can read the CDs.
Yeah.
And then
Awesome. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem. Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah.
I love these kind of things.